The crime itself was horrific. In 2022, a much-loved, revered 87-year-old Broadway vocal coach was killed by a person she never met, and it was over nothing more than a temper tantrum. Lauren Pazienza, then 28 years old, had been drinking wine and arguing with her fiancé, and was walking from Chelsea Park when she crossed the street, shouted "bitch" at Barbara Gustern, and shoved her to the ground. It was 8:30 at night. The two women didn't know each other. Pazienza was known for having a volatile temper and disrespectful nature. On the night of the murder, she had thrown her dinner on her boyfriend. Barbara Gustern's crime was that she was walking too slowly in front of Pazienza. She fell face forward, directly on her head, causing a massive hemorrhage to the left side of her brain. And what did Pazienza do? She walked away, leaving the old women to bleed out on the street. She died in the hospital 5 days later. Police later used surveillance footage to track her right after the incident and determined that she stayed in the area for more than 20 minutes after the attack and then had a physical altercation with her fiancé, roughly 7 minutes after she shoved the woman. 13 minutes after the attack, Pazienza was seen watching the ambulance as it arrived in the area to help the victim and take her away. Then she and her fiancé left the area. Pazienza then deleted her social media and fled to her parents' Long Island home after stashing her cell phone at a relative's home on the theory that she could be traced to the phone through pings. When police arrived at the parents' home looking for Pazienza, they lied and said she wasn't there before turning herself in 2 weeks later after security footage images of her were released by law enforcement officials. Pazienza, a socialite, had no defense at all for her actions. She pled guilty to 1 count of manslaughter in the first degree and was sentenced to 8 years in prison. In addition to the 8 years in prison, Pazienza received 5 years of post-release supervision. The judge later added 6 months to the sentence because she was not convinced that Pazienza had taken responsibility for her actions. Still, Gustern's senseless and shocking death outraged usually unflappable New York, especially in the theater and cabaret communities where Gustern was so well known. Many called for a stronger sentence. With credit for whatever time she did in the city jail, she will probably be released after serving about 5 years for the murder.